Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cameron. So today I have a different video for you guys. I'm going to be doing 22 things I've learned in life before I turned 22. So if you've been keeping up with my channel, then you know that my birthday is on Saturday. I'll be officially 22 years old. Yeah, I'm excited. Really like my birthday. Some people don't like their birthday. They don't really care about it. They don't care about people telling them happy birthday. But I like my birthday. I love my birthday. I love that my birthday's on Christmas. I know some people probably think that would be like a bad thing. I love my birthday being on Christmas. I love my birthday. I wouldn't change it for any other day. And officially be 22. It's a big deal. So today I'm going to tell you 22 things that I've learned before I turned 22 years old. So I'm going to break this video down into two parts. I don't want to do all 22 in this video because this video would be an hour long. So we're going to do 11 in this video, and then part 2 will be posted on Friday on Christmas Eve. Those will be the other 11 things I learned. All right, so before we get into this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on my post notifications so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. And without further ado, let's get into this video. And so these are not in any particular order, by the way. I just wrote them down as they came to me in my head. So number 1 is life is way too short to spend it with people you don't feel bonded and connected to. And this is something that I've learned within the past like 2-3 years. If you have a person in your life, it could be family, it could be your friend, or just anybody. If you don't feel close to them, if you don't feel connected to them, and you don't feel like you guys have any commonalities, you don't feel like you have any common interests, there's no real bond between you two, then it's okay to distance yourself from that person, and it's okay to not want to spend too much time with that person. And of course, you know, if it's family or someone who you've known for a very long time, and if they're not toxic, you still have to like hang around them and be around them. And of course you can be cordial, but as far as inviting them to everything or telling them all your business or just keeping in close contact with them when you know you don't feel close to them, I don't think that's necessary. Like, some people try to force you to hang out with people just because like they like them, so they think that you should like them too, but it's not always like that. Some people's personalities really just don't go together, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. When you have a situation like that, it's okay to not want to be around them all the time. And I feel like you should only just keep people in your life who you just feel like, when I grow old, I want you to still be in my life. I want you to still be a part of my life. For like 60, 70 years old, I want us to still be a part of each other's lives. I don't want us to lose contact with each other. If you have people in your life who you don't feel like that with, it's okay to, you know, distance yourself and to keep them at arm's length, because why am I keeping people around me who we're not adding any value to each other's life? I just don't feel like being around you. Okay, number 2, my second thing that I've learned is it's okay to want more for yourself. And so for this one, I think like when I was in high school, when I would be thinking about like my future, I would say like, if I don't make anything that more than $100,000, like that's good because that's 6 figures. But that's still good because $100,000 is a lot of money. But when you think of like the grand scheme of life, $100,000 is not that much money. I think I was just okay with that. I think that was because I never thought that I could do more than that. So I was like, yeah, $100,000, that's good. But now I'm like, no, like it's okay to shoot for the stars, because now I know that the stars are actually attainable because I've seen other people do it. It's not impossible. I could make more than $100,000. It's okay to like want more for myself. People say like, oh, I'm gonna be a billionaire. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have any real desire to become a billionaire. It's just not that serious for me. Money is not my motivator in life, and I feel like there's more important things in life than making money. But I do want to be successful, and I want to be successful at what I do, and I want to be successful in life and successful in my personal life and successful in every avenue of my life. And that's something when I was younger, I wasn't like thinking about too heavily. I was like, whatever. But I was like, if I never made that much money, it's okay. But now, like, yeah, I want to make money, but it doesn't have to be bucket loads of like billions of dollars. It's not that important to me to be like extremely rich. I want more, way more than I thought I ever wanted when I was like a teenager in high school, because I wasn't thinking about it so much. But now it's like, you want more for yourself. Set actual goals for yourself and go after those goals. Number 3, my third thing that I've learned is that I do not care about the traditional things that are associated with getting married. So like when I would watch movies or I hear like other girls talk about it, other women talk about it, they would say, oh, I've been dreaming about my wedding since I was a little girl. I would play dress up, like put on a little wedding dress. Her and her friends would act like they're having a wedding, they're getting married, and they would like imagine all these things about what it would be like to get married. And then I would always think to myself like, I never did want that. Like, when I was a little girl, I never imagined a wedding or what it would be like to get married. That wasn't something that I was thinking about at all. If you watch my Unpopular Opinions Part 1 video, you know, like, I have absolutely no desire to have a wedding. I definitely want to get married one day. I want to have a husband and a family, but a wedding, I don't see the point in a wedding. I don't really believe in weddings. I just think they're a waste of money. If you want to hear a deeper explanation, you go to watch my video. I just don't care about that, and I don't care about having a ring just because I think that's kind of a waste of money too. A whole point of a ring is so that other people will see it and other people know that you're married. But we know that we're married. Me and my husband, we know that we're married, obviously. Our friends and our family know that we're married. Anybody who's not that doesn't matter. So if they do or don't know that we're married, what difference does that make? I just don't like little rings. I'm not a ring girl. Like, you watch any of my videos, you never see me wear a ring. Like, I'm not a ring person. So that's why I don't really want one. I'd much rather get a tattoo. That might be kind of ghetto, but I don't know. I think it's kind of sweet and romantic. Whenever I do get proposed to, he does not have to get on his knee. Like, that's not important to me at all. You don't have to get on your knee. You don't have to record it, put it on camera. All our friends and family don't have to be there. I actually would prefer if they weren't. I just want it to be just the two of us. And I know that's like opposite of what like society says is supposed to happen once you get proposed to, or what's supposed to happen when a guy proposes, or what kind of ring you're supposed to have, what type of wedding you're supposed to have. Like, I don't want any of that. Propose and let's go to the courthouse. Let's go on a 2-week long honeymoon, and then we can come celebrate, have like a little get together with all our friends and family when we come back. That's what I want. I don't want a wedding or anything like that. The only way you'll see Cameron having a wedding, the only way you'll see it is if I, for whatever reason, go with a guy who just has like a big family. He just really wanted one. Of course, I would end up with the guy who wanted to have a wedding, even though most guys don't care about weddings. But if I do have a wedding, I do not want any more than 40, 50 people there. I do not want a big wedding. If I do, then I just can't do it. That's number 4. My 4th thing that I learned is I'm not the friendliest person in the world. I'm not mean. Like, if you meet me, if I'm talking to a stranger, I think I'm super nice, and I know how to be conversational. Unless you're talking to me about something that is weird, then I might be like, okay, whatever. Even when I'm taking Uber sometimes. Like, one time I had a driver, she was black, she was super nice, really chill. We were just talking the whole time. It was really nice. I can be nice to strangers, but as far as like, if I don't know you, I'm not the type of person to like walk up to a stranger and start a conversation. Like, even when I'm going walks around my neighborhood, if I see someone walking, like see one of my neighbors that I don't know, I've never spoken a word to them, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, hi, how are you doing? I don't do that. I'm like, you're not friendly. I'm like, I don't like small talk. That's one thing about me. And it's not small talk to say hi and just keep on moving, but it's like, why are we speaking? We don't know each other, you know? And I know it sounds bad, but I have my music on, I'm trying to enjoy my walk. You trying to walk your dogs, you have your music on, you trying to exercise, just like we both trying to exercise. Why are we speaking to each other? Like, we don't know each other, you know? That's kind of where I am with that. Yeah, but I'm not mean. I think I'm very kind. I'm not mean. I'm just not super, super friendly. I just don't talk to strangers. And that's what people be telling you when you're younger. Don't talk to strangers. So, but then now as an adult, when I don't talk to strangers, I'm not friendly. But okay. That's the label I'm stuck with. Okay, so number 5, my 5th thing that I've learned is that life is about doing whatever brings you peace and doing whatever brings you joy. Whatever it is in your life that you just love doing more than anything else, the thing that excites you, the thing that just brings you so much joy in your heart, I think you should do that, as long as it's not a detriment or to harm to anyone else, right? Whatever it is you love to do, it's 100% okay to go after that and do it. Doesn't matter what your family has to say, doesn't matter what your friends have to say. If they don't agree with it, if they don't like it, if it makes you happy, then you do it, because you only have one life to live, and life's too short to be stuck doing something that is like, I hate this, or you just are miserable doing it and you just completely do not like it. Life's too short for that. Do what you love, do what truly brings you peace and just makes you happy and just makes your soul just feel great. Do that thing. It can be hard sometimes. Like, say if you grew up in a family that you have a whole bunch of lawyers in the family and everyone expects you to be a lawyer, but it's like, no, I actually really like to paint. I want to be an artist, because you're more of a creative and they're more like analytical and logical, but you're different, and that's great and that's okay. Maybe your family's like, no, you need to be a lawyer, you need to go to school to be a lawyer, do not be an artist because they don't make any money. That's what people like to say. But again, like, life's not about money. If you want to be an artist, do that. That's what makes you happy. Everyone went to college and everyone expects you to go to college, but you don't have any desire to go to college and you want to do something else, not just sit on the couch. If you want to do something else with your life, you want to start a business, if you just want to travel, do that. If you think that's what's best for you, you think that's better for you than going to college and wasting money being at college when you know in your heart that you truly do not want to be there. Do the things that make you smile in life and excite you you and just make you happy. That's what life's about. Okay, number 6. My 6th thing that I've learned is that I think I'm more of an intellectual person than a person who's smart necessarily. So this is not me saying that I think I'm dumb. I don't think I'm dumb. I just think it takes me a little minute to catch on to things as far as like school. Like I can't tell you how many times I'm sitting in class, sitting at my desk, and like the teacher asks a question and I'm thinking like, wow, I really do not know the answer. And everybody else just splitting out answers and they're like, oh yeah, that's right. Yep, that's right. I'm like, wouldn't I guess that? Very few times does the teacher ask a question to actually know the answer, but I'm not raising my hand and say it because I'm not sure about my answer because I really don't know. I have selective amnesia, so like I don't retain like academic information extremely well because I just don't care. I don't think I'm the smartest person in the world. I do really well in school, but that's more so because I do really well on homework assignments and not so much tests. I don't test really well. The teacher would be talking about stuff and I just don't know. I don't know what they're talking about half the time. And I just like, I'm not connecting to what they're saying, to what they're teaching. I don't know. So I think I'm more intellectual because I think pretty deeply about everything. When it comes to things that are more like thought-provoking, I'm better with that. But not like critical thinking questions on a test. Not that. I'm more of like a deep thinker than anything else, I would say. Than a person who has like a whole bunch of like smarts and just like knows all these facts about all these different things. Like I don't that's not me at all. I don't want to say I'm not smart because then that implies that I think I'm dumb. I don't want to say I'm not smart. I'm just an intellectual. I'll leave it at that. I think that's what I am. Okay, number 7. My 7th thing that I've learned is that looks aren't really important in relationships. I'm not saying that looks don't matter. That's not what I'm saying. You have to be attracted to the person that you're dating. I think that's a given. But I think a person's personality matters 100 times more than how they look in the face. You want to date someone who just is like hard to look at. You don't want to date someone like that. Like I feel like a guy's personality is just, that's what gets me, not his face. Like he might be handsome, but handsome only holds my attention for like a week and then I'm like, okay, what else? If he's funny, confident, if he's intellectual, I love that way more. I'm 10 times more attracted to that than a guy who has a nice looking face. If he doesn't have those personality traits. If you just have a nice looking face and you have like a boring personality, you're not gonna get anywhere. We can't even be friends because your personality is not doing anything. And I just feel like a lot of people put too much emphasis on looks, especially guys. But I know guys are visual creatures, I get that, but it's like they immediately pass people who just are not the best looking. Now, a great personality is worth way more than a great looking face to me. Again, not ugly, but and I don't really like the pretty boy look anyway. So like to date me, you don't have to be that cute. So it's about personality. It's not about this, it's about this. I feel like more people need to realize that it's not about looks. Like looks fade, personality doesn't though. Well, it could, I guess. But that's not as likely. Looks aren't everything. Personality is everything. Okay, number 8, my 8th thing that I've learned is that you don't need to go to college in order to be successful in life. I talked about this in my Is College a Scam video. I'm not gonna go like too deep into it, but I feel like college is not necessary for everybody, and everybody needs to go to college in order to be successful. So many successful people in life never step foot on a college campus. So if you want to be successful, you do not need to go to college. I feel like maybe in like 30, 40 years, college is probably not even gonna be that much of a thing anymore that people do for real. By the time I'm like 70 years old, like my grandkids probably not even going to be thinking about going to college because it's not something that people really care about anymore because so many people are making millions of dollars from YouTube, from sponsorships, from stocks, from NFTs, like, and you don't learn about any of those things in college. At least not most colleges. College is definitely not a necessity for everybody. It's not. Again, like, you want to be a doctor or a lawyer, then yeah, you need to go to college, obviously. Whenever I have kids, and whenever it comes time to them, when they're getting older, and when they start hitting, like, middle school, high school, and we start talking about college, I'm not going to pressure them to go to college because, again, like, it's not for everybody. If they truly do not want to go, like, if they tell me, like, I really do not want to go to college, then I'm not gonna be pissed off about that or upset or extremely disappointed in them because it's not something that everybody needs to do. As long as they have a plan, as long as they're not planning on laying up in their room all day watching TV when they could be in school learning, I'm not okay with that. If you're not gonna go to college, have a plan. Are you planning on traveling? Are you planning on starting a business? You need to have something if you're not gonna go to college. Only go to college if you truly want to go to college, if you truly want to further your education, or if you're trying to enter a field that requires college. My ninth thing that I've learned before I turned 22 is it's important to make self-care a top priority in your life. I talked about this in my 9 things every girl should know girl talk video that I posted like 2 months ago. When I was in high school, I did not care about my self-care at all. Like, I just didn't care. Like, the most self-care that I would do was brush my teeth and wash my face and take a shower, and that was it. Now I care. Like, if you see my morning routine, my night routine, that's pretty much my self-care routine. That's pretty much what I do. I think self-care is extremely important. Take time for yourself. Exfoliate, put on lotion, put on that body scrub, wash your face, put on perfume, even if you're not going anywhere. Put on perfume so that you just smell good, even if you're just walking around your house by yourself. You don't want to let yourself turn into a slob. You don't want that. You don't want to be gross and just looking a mess because you don't make self-care a priority in your life. You want to look nice. You want to smell nice. You want to feel good inside and out. And it's not for anybody else. It's just for yourself. Okay, number 10, the 10th thing that I learned before I turned 22 is that I can do absolutely anything if I set my mind to it. If I am determined enough, if I'm ambitious enough, if I work hard enough for it, I can do pretty much anything. Because even my weight loss journey, I've been wanting to lose weight since I was 13 years old. I didn't actually start doing it until I was 20, but that was because I never set my mind to it. I said I want to lose weight. I thought about losing weight, but I never actually did it because I wasn't focused enough and I wasn't determined enough to actually do it. But then once 2020 hit, I want to make my health a priority. I want to lose weight, and I had to lose a lot of weight because I was, but I did it, and I did it because I set my mind to it, and because, God helped me. He was with me every step of the way, because it's been a long journey, and I'm still on my journey, but I'm almost done. So I wouldn't have been able to lose 100 pounds if I did not set my mind to it. Yeah, I think anything can happen if I just set my mind to it, and if I believe in myself enough, I can do it. Anything can happen. I'm not just saying, like, oh, I just get everything I want. I'm not saying that, because I don't. If I'm determined enough, disciplined enough, and I want it badly enough, then I can have it, and I believe that. I believe that's for everybody if you want something badly enough in life. Okay, my last one, number 11, my 11th thing that I've learned before I turned 22 is that financial freedom is where everyone should try to be in life, because it's basically the only form of freedom. So basically, you don't want to be that type of person who is struggling every month, person who is scraping by, the person where, say if you make $10,000 a month and you have $10,000 worth of bills. You don't want that, because then you have absolutely no money for yourself. You have no money to do self-care. You have no money to travel. You have no money to just splurge on yourself once in a while and just buy yourself something nice. That just sounds so hard. And I know it's easier said than done, because not like people can just make money just at the drop of a hat, at the snap of a finger. If you try hard enough for it, if you work for it, if you set your mind to it, you could make more money. Again, easier said than done, but it can happen. Financial freedom, I think that should be something everybody wants. You don't want to be struggling and having to live a life where you don't know where your next meal is coming from, feel like you're unhappy with the amount of money you make. You have to ask other people for money all the time. You don't want that. Or you have to live off somebody else because you can't take care of yourself. You really don't want that. I don't think most people, they don't want to live like that. Some people want to be taken care of, and again, if that's what you want, then that's cool. But people who don't, I think it's very, 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 very important to make financial freedom a priority in life and figure out ways to have more than one stream of income, so that if one stream falls off, you have other streams of income that are providing you money so that you can take care of yourself. Because I think you want to live a life, like you want to take a trip, go on vacation, buy yourself something nice, go on a shopping spree. Not all the time, but I'm like grown. I don't want to go like a full year without taking some type of vacation, even if it's just a 2-day little trip, like something. Because I don't want to just work the whole year, like every day of the year. That's all I did, work. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, so make financial freedom a priority. Have more than one stream of income.
More than one stream of income.
More than one stream of income. I can't stress that enough, because they don't teach you that in school. People are having like 7, 8, 9, 10 streams of income, and I think that's great, because that's where you want to be. You want to be financially free. You don't want to be reliant or dependent upon someone else for money, ever. You don't want that. Okay, so that's the end of my video. Those are this is my first half of the 22 things I've learned before I turned 22. So those are my 11 things that I've learned. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, share the video, and turn on my post notifications so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. And stay tuned for my next video on Friday, which is 12 through 22 other things that I learned before I turned 22. And let me know your thoughts about anything that I said in this video, about the things that I've learned. And if you're 22 as well, tell me some things that you learned before you turn 22. I love you so much if you made it to the end of this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.